welcome to Crunch Time on FITV. I am Nelly Ugobi. Now the news headlines. Ethiopia Prime Minister vows honest execution of Tigray troops. President Buhari decries Russia-Ukraine war weapons infiltration of Lake Chad. China's former leader Jiang Zemin dies at 96. Russia's upper house of parliament imposes stiffer restrictions on LGBT propaganda. Early voting surges in Georgia as candidates make final attempt to woo voters. On entertainment, Burna Boy's album hit #1 spot on Apple Music. And on sports, Lagos to host Table Tennis World Championship in 2023. And Senegal under investigation for violating FIFA World Cup rules. Now the news in full. Abiy Ahmed, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, vowed on Tuesday to honestly implement a ceasefire agreement reached between his government and forces in Tigray. He maintained that this was necessary to maintain long-term peace in the area. Following a 2-year war that had decimated the Tigray region, killed thousands of people, forced millions to flee their homes, and put the country's unity in jeopardy, a truce was agreed upon on November 2. A new agreement for the implementation of a ceasefire was signed on Saturday by representatives of Abiy's government and Tigray. Speaking to the Ethiopian National Parliament, Abiy said significant progress has been made and an honest implementation of the truce is expected for the sustenance of peace. The conflict, which has pitted Abiy's government against the Tigray People's Liberation Front, the region's dominant party, is rooted in long-standing grievances between the political elites of ethnically based regions, which have been accumulated over decades of violent political transition, territorial conflicts between regions, and extended stretches of authoritarian rule. On Tuesday, President Muhammadu Buhari said that weapons being used in the conflicts in Russia and Ukraine were finding their way into the Lake Chad and Sahel regions. Speaking to leaders at the Lake Chad Basin Commission's 16th Summit of Heads of State and Government, Buhari said, and I quote, "Weapons used in the war in Ukraine and Russia are also beginning to filter into the region." In order to stop the proliferation and spread of illegal weapons in the region, President Muhammadu Buhari said, "There is therefore the urgent need for expedited collaborative actions by our border control agencies and other security services to stop the circulation of all illegal weapons in the region." This is according to a statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, titled, "President Buhari calls for tighter security around borders in the Lake Chad Basin with the proliferation of weapons from the Russia-Ukraine war." Jiang Zemin, the Chinese communist leader who helped to build China's status as a powerhouse, has passed away at the age of 96. Leukemia and organ failure claimed the life of the former state president and top member of the ruling Communist Party on Wednesday in Shanghai. This sad event occurs at a particularly sensitive time in Chinese history, as an unprecedented wave of protest against the country's unyielding zero-COVID policy erupts across China, with some protesters in Shanghai calling for the resignation of the country's current leader, Xi Jinping. Jiang is widely known for effectively integrating China into the international community after the West ignored the country in the aftermath of the 1989 Tiananmen Square tragedy. He is survived by his wife, 2 sons, and 2 grandchildren. On Wednesday, Russia's upper chamber of parliament unanimously agreed to strengthen a contentious rule prohibiting what the bill refers to as LGBT propaganda, making it applicable to Russians of all ages. The bill, which has passed the lower house of parliament, the State Duma, will be signed into law by Russian President Vladimir Putin after its passage by the Federation Council. The proposed legislation would make it illegal for any Russian to promote or applaud gay relationships or openly imply that they are natural. It also forbids pedophilia and gender transition promotion in advertising, publications, and entertainment. The first iteration of the law, passed in 2013, forbade the promotion of non-traditional sexual relationships among children. It is now being applied to adults by Russian legislators. According to the bill, individuals who promote or attempt to spread what the bill terms LGBT propaganda will face fines of up to 400,000 ruble, which translates to $6,600, while legal entities are subject to fines of up to 5 million rubles, which translates to $82,100. In the bill's wording, foreigners might be detained for up to 15 days or deported. We'll take a short break now. When we return, early voting surges in Georgia. Please stay tuned.
For premium comfort, serenity, top-notch service delivery, and a warmth that is reminiscent of home, welcome to Galpin Suites, luxury hotels in Victoria Island and Ikeja, Lagos, Nigeria. Our offers are standard rooms, deluxe rooms, super deluxe rooms, diplomatic suites, restaurant, and bar. Experience the true meaning of comfort and relaxation. Bask in the comfort of an environment that exudes peace and enjoy the best dining experience with our variety of multinational cuisines. For bookings and inquiries, call 081 531 99402 or 090 386 18782. Mail us at galpinsuites@gmail.com and visit the website on www.galpinsuites.com on www.galpinsuites.net. Also follow us on our Instagram page at Galpin Suites and on Facebook at Galpin Suites. Our Ikeja address is number 1 Jafak Close off Alaji Jumo Street, Akko Bus Stop, Adeniyi Jones, Ikeja. And our Victoria Island address is number 55C Adebisi Omotola Close off Sam Adedoyin Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. For awesome reception, ventilated environment, sophisticated interior, and exquisite bar experiences, Galpin Suites is your sure bet. Galpin Suites, premium comfort.
Welcome back. You're still watching Crunch Time on FITV. I am Nelly Ugobi. The compressed time frame of Georgia's Senate runoff has boosted single-day turnout across the state, which has now broken early voting records on 2 consecutive days, according to a top Georgia election official, as the race between Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican Herschel Walker nears completion. The Chief Operational Officer for Georgia's Secretary of State Office, Gabriel Sterling, tweeted late on Tuesday that voter turnout had once again reached 300,000 ahead of the election on Tuesday. According to official figures released on Wednesday morning, younger voters are particularly making a noticeable effort, making up about a quarter of the votes so far. Over 830,000 votes have been cast in total. The increase in voter turnout highlights the importance of the final key race that is still up in the air in 2022 midterm elections. A victory for Warnock, who received more votes earlier this month but came short of a majority, would give Democrats a clear Senate majority. Apple Music has published the list of the top songs and albums for this year on Tuesday, November 29, 2022. And Nigerian megastar Burna Boy's Love Damini emerged as the most streamed album in Nigeria. The album, which was released on July 8, 2022, has recorded massive playtime, making it the most streamed album on Apple Music Ghana and Apple Music Kenya this year. Love Damini is also the 3rd most streamed album on Apple Music South Africa in 2022. We'll take another break now. When we return, sports is up next.
Splash, bask, dive, relax. Some of the adjectives connected to swimming and unwinding. I bring to you the chance to experience these words and many more as I present the grand opening of Mikuch Pool Lounge right in the heart of Abuja. This pool lounge offers ambience, the finest of wines and cocktails, an indoor pool with premium hygiene, a chance to unwind and relax like the royalty that you are. This event comes up at 12 Udi Hills, Aso Drive, Abuja, on Saturday, the 3rd of December 2022. Time is 6 p.m. The dress code for admittance is Come Classy. See you there.
You're welcome back. The World Table Tennis Championship contender will take place in Lagos in 2023. This is according to International Table Tennis Federation. The announcement was made on Wednesday as part of the Federation's first half of the event's calendar for this season. Durban, South Africa will be the first African city to host the competition in January, followed by Lagos in June. The event is scheduled to hold at the Molade Okoya Thomas Indoor Hall of the Teslim Balogun Stadium in Surulere. Lagos, Nigeria last hosted the World International Table Tennis in 2019 as the ITTF Challenge Plus. Senegal advanced to the last 16 of the World Cup with a 2-1 victory against Ecuador on Tuesday, but they violated a World Cup regulation that Germany have also broken in the tournament. The African champions, who were dealt a terrible blow when talisman Sadio Mane was injured just before the tournament began, defeated Ecuador 2-1 on Tuesday to finish second in Group A. Aliou Cisse's team was up against it in Qatar after losing their opening game 2-0 to the Netherlands, but they came back with a 3-1 victory against the host to set up the winner-take-all meeting with the South Americans in a contest that included 3 goals, all scored by English players. Prior to the game against Ecuador, it was reported on Wednesday morning that the Senegalese FA will be investigated by FIFA for failing to comply with the World Cup standards of mandatory matchday press briefings a day before the match. And that's it on the news this hour. Please do remember to like and share this video. Follow us on our social media handles on Facebook at FITV channel, on Instagram at FITV, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at FITV for more updates. Thank you for staying with us. I am Nelly Ugobi.